So a few weeks ago, I ran a dropshipping challenge on this channel and I tried to sell this, a fingerprint padlock. And in 1 week, the results weren't bad. We made $200 in sales, 1,500 sessions, but the biggest killer was abandoned carts. And then less than a month ago, I co-founded Verlo, a short form tool that helps you go viral on social media. And in less than a month, we've grown to over 4,000 users and 200 paying customers, which sounds great. But if we look at the customer tab on Stripe, and I'll blur out all the information for confidentiality, there's people that are spending money, but there's also people that get to the checkout but don't complete the purchase. Look at the amount of people that don't spend any money because they've got to the checkout point but not spent anything. And this is a big problem. In business, 70% of people that reach the cart ready to buy don't actually end up going through and completing the purchase. This is called abandoned carts, and this is a plague that destroys pretty much anyone in SaaS tools, e-com, and marketing. So in this video, I'm going to break down how you can reduce abandoned carts and put more money in your pocket. So first off, what is an abandoned cart? Well, let's talk about it from a marketing standpoint. Let's say for me, selling Verlo to the public, there's a population. That is all of the people in the world. From there, you've got the target audience. People that would be actually interested in purchasing Verlo because they want to go viral on social media, for example. E.g., my mum would not care about Verlo. Next, beyond that, you've got people that actually progress beyond target audience to reaching a checkout page, and then some of them actually abandon a checkout. These are the people we need to target because they're clearly interested in our product because they made it onto the site, they made it to the landing page, they even then made it to the payout page, but they just never completed purchase. And this is the big problem because those people actually do care about your product. Imagine now going into a room and there's 10 people in front of you and all 10 people actually need the product, but you only managed to convince 3 people to buy it. You've just left 7 of the 10 people on the table and you haven't got their money in your pockets. And the perfect way to reduce the amount of abandoned carts is through an email marketing site, and I recommend omnisend. I'm going to break down exactly how to implement omnisend for your own business, but the reason I recommend it is because it's absolutely free to start. They understand that when you are starting a business, you don't have a lot of money to spend. So they make it completely free to begin, and as you need to send more emails out because your customer list grows, then they charge a fee. But that's perfect because that means you can start risk-free and there's no charges until you hit their monthly thresholds. So connecting omnisend to your Shopify dropshipping store is super simple. You can sign up via the link in the description and in the pinned comment. Then once you log in, all you need to do is click connect your store, which will bring up a page where you can then choose what platform you want to connect to. For most people, it will be Shopify. However, for Verlo, this is slightly different as it's a SaaS store, not a dropshipping store. So instead, we need to connect through Zapier, a third-party site that is perfect for automating workflows. So what we've done at Verlo is have an automatic Google Sheet that whenever someone goes to the checkout but doesn't end up buying, it populates a sheet like this. Now this has got test data, not actual customers of ours, but to give you an example, this sheet would be 20, 30, 40 pages long every single day. And these are all potential buyers that have reached the checkout but not ended up paying. So even if 1 or 2 of those people convert, you could be making an extra $30, $40, $50 every single day. So on Zapier, I've connected that Google Sheet automatically coming through. So anytime someone adds a new row to that sheet that's populated through another abandoned cart, it triggers a zap. That zap is then pushed through into omnisend, as you can see right here with the arrow, which then goes through on their side. Now, as I said, this is a fresh omnisend account showing dummy data. I don't want to actually give away the contact information of our customers. But what I've done with all of our customers that are populated here is added them to a segment called abandoned cart customers. This means that everyone that was pushed through into omnisend through that Zapier flow automatically gets assigned to the abandoned cart customer segment. So any email campaigns that we push, we can directly target those customers. Speaking of email campaigns, I set one up. Let me show you exactly how it works. Omnisend makes it super simple for you to design your emails, even if you are a complete beginner. So the email settings is the first thing you will come across. Here you can write in the subject line, for example, we've got you forgot to complete your order, the sender name, Verlo AI, the SaaS tool I co-founded. Then you can also choose to add a pre-header and the campaign name, but this is for internal use. Your customers will not see this. You can also connect to your Facebook page if you've got one. And then really cool, on the right hand side, you can see how your email would look within someone's inbox. So you can optimize it to make it something that you would click on. From here, you want to edit the email content. So this is a default example of what your email can look like. We've got a logo here that you want to populate with your own logo, a little bit of a tagline to convince someone to buy, then the shop now button. And if you notice, the shop now button, when I click on it, actually links directly to Verlo. So when someone clicks on this button, they get forwarded to our tool. Omnisend makes it super simple to edit your email. So I'm going to click on the image, change the format up, and I'll let you know when I'm done.
A few moments later.
So this is the template that I designed for the emails. So it's got our logo at the top, it's got a quick tagline, don't miss out on going viral, then a bonus coupon code people can use just to give them that bonus incentive to actually go through and complete the order. This button takes them directly to Verlo, and then down below we've got some contact information and direct links to our social medias. And like I said before, this is completely free to start doing. So even if you're not in SaaS tools or dropshipping, but you've got social media accounts, you still may need to create an emailing list if you want to sell digital products or anything along those lines. So creating an email flow as soon as possible is perfect, because then it saves you loads of time later on and loads of headaches. So once you're happy with the email, you click here to save and choose recipients. Up here, you can see it says your safe sending volume for today is 250 emails. The reason for this is because when you send too many emails at once, Google can flag your inbox as spam and your emails will go into junk rather than to someone's inbox. Now you can choose to send your email to all subscribers, but like I said before, we set up a segment for only abandoned cart customers, so I'm going to select that instead. Then you also will want to turn on the campaign booster. This automatically resends the campaign to those who missed the initial email, and you can choose either email or SMS. Through Verlo, we only capture people's emails, so we are going to use that. And you can select people that either did not open email or did not click it. You can even send a test email out first to see how it looks, and then when you're ready to go, you can send out the email. As I mentioned before, omnisend is completely free to start going. That is why I recommend it, because I know when you're starting a business, you don't want to spend money straight away until you're making money first and can afford to reinvest. So you can reach 250 contacts every single month and 500 monthly emails. Then once you reach that threshold, you can upgrade. And even at just $11.20 a month, it's super affordable for businesses. You can check out omnisend via the link in the description and in the pinned comment to get started and start using it for your abandoned cart and email flow. And you can also check out Verlo, link down below also, my own SaaS tool that's grown to over 4,500 users in less than 1 month since launching. And if you are interested on how my dropshipping journey went, you have to check out the video right beside me, as I gave myself 7 days to make money from dropshipping as an absolute beginner. I'll see you right there.